begin with developments from China, President Xi Jinping is looking at a busy weekend. He'll host U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, a very significant meeting that the world will be watching closely. But before that, Xi Jinping will have another visitor, Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft. Gates is traveling to Beijing. The meeting is scheduled for tomorrow. Now, had it been any other country, it may not have been such a big deal. Most world leaders regularly meet business titans. But Xi Jinping is not your regular leader. Also, this meeting is less about business and more about image correction. The Chinese president is in urgent need of that. The pandemic ruined whatever was left of his reputation. Then he shut himself away from the world and unleashed his wolf warriors. That isolation and offensive approach backfired, so now he's busy repairing the damage. Also, China's economy is in dire straits. Investments have dried up. Businesses are wary of operating in China. The country is increasingly seen as less welcoming. Repeated crackdowns and erratic policies are causing losses. Companies are moving out of China. And you know all of this. Well, so does the Chinese leadership. Hence the meeting with Bill Gates. It's expected to be a charm offensive to change the world's perception about China. But here's the thing about perception. It cannot be built or changed overnight. So one meeting may not be enough to restore trust. But it can be a significant start. And we'll tell you why. Bill Gates is already in China. He says this visit is about the Gates Foundation. That's his non-profit organization, the Gates Foundation. He'll see Xi Jinping on Friday in a one-on-one meeting. They've not shared the agenda, but the choice of Bill Gates is a well-thought-out one. He's revered in China as an entrepreneur. So this affair will get a lot of publicity. Official photographs are expected. Chinese mouthpieces are expected to amplify every detail of the meeting. They're already at it, in fact. Look at this post from Global Times. Bill Gates was warmly welcomed in China. He joins a stream of U.S. billionaires visiting China, even as U.S. continues to adopt a hostile approach. Classic Chinese propaganda, always playing the victim card. The West is hurting us, they say, but China is still open for business. That's their message. Slight problem, though. The world sees through it. The Chinese state is in crisis mode. In recent weeks, urgent meetings have been convened in Beijing. Senior Chinese officials are holding talks with business leaders and with economists. They want advice. China's technocrats are unable to revive the economy, so they're looking for ideas. The list of challenges is growing. Economic growth has slowed. It's fallen to its lowest levels in 40 years, 4 decades. Youth unemployment is at a record high, and the real estate sector has more or less collapsed. So Chinese officials took these problems to experts, and here's what they were told. Change your approach, make policy changes, and let the market decide what's best. Stop issuing diktats from Beijing. Xi Jinping seems to have got the message too, and he's signaling a shift away from draconian policies like zero COVID and aggressive crackdowns on businesses. There are also attempts to woo back foreign investors. Xi's lieutenants have been holding meetings too, the likes of Elon Musk and Tim Cook. They visited China recently. Last month, Musk met with the Chinese vice premier. The Tesla founder left with an assurance. Beijing told him that they'll continue to open up and create a better environment for his business. Apple CEO Tim Cook was told the same thing, that China will open up, and now it's the turn of Bill Gates. When he meets Xi Jinping tomorrow, Beijing is expected to stick to the same message. But you see, messages help only so much. If you don't walk the talk, it makes no difference.